There was a meeting at Daley College in Chicago, and in that meeting, many community members came and they voiced their strong opposition to the proposal. And this is the proposal that advocates for housing asylum seekers at Daley College. Okay, so remember what happened at Wilbur Wright College in Chicago. There was a similar proposal to house migrants in that college, and community members were opposed to it overwhelmingly, but still the plan was pushed forward, and now there are migrants staying at Wilbur Wright College in Chicago. And the same thing is happening with Daley College. There's a proposal by some elected leaders, and they are trying to house migrants at Daley College in Chicago, and community members are not happy with this proposal because there's so much of uncertainty with a proposal like this. I mean, plans like this are being presented as temporary. Leaders who are advocating for housing migrants at colleges, they are saying, oh, this is just a temporary arrangement. But is it really temporary? I mean, once the migrants are on campus and they are staying at these colleges, I mean, what guarantees that at the end of summer that these migrants will be sent to some other place, or these migrants will leave? I mean, there's no guarantee, right? There's so much of uncertainty. So when summer comes to an end, what if these migrants have nowhere to go, and then at that point, are they going to continue to stay on these college campuses of Wilbur Wright College and, maybe at Daley College also? There's so much of uncertainty. And American taxpayers feel like they are left out. American taxpayers feel that their money is being taken by government and being sent to fund things like migrant housing and food and other services for migrants. And a lot of American taxpayers object to something like this because these are foreign nationals who crossed the U.S.-Mexico border. They came into the United States, and now all of a sudden they are becoming a burden on American taxpayers. And that's something that American taxpayers are very upset about, because it's not like the taxpayers are not struggling. I mean, there's inflation, there's supply chain crisis, there's energy crisis, and American citizens have been paying more for groceries. They have been paying a lot more for gas compared to the usual. I mean, ever since Joe Biden came to office, his policies have sent inflation through the roof, and energy prices have skyrocketed, and people are paying more for everyday things when they go and get their groceries. And so, people are feeling the financial pain. They have been going through financial challenges for a couple of years now, because Joe Biden has been in office since 2021. And so on top of all of these, now American taxpayers are having to fund migrant housing, and they are having to fund basic services for migrants. I mean, the city of Chicago just approved $51 million. The city council voted to approve $51 million to provide services to the migrants, and these are American taxpayer dollars. And so first it was Wilbur Wright College in Chicago, and now it's Daley College that where migrants may end up being housed in spite of strong opposition from the community members. I mean, I guess the plan, I don't know if the plan is final yet, but it seems like if it happened at Wilbur Wright College, it may very well end up happening at Daley College, which would be very unfortunate for American taxpayers. But, I really don't have words to describe what American citizens are going through right now. We have a border crisis. We have a humanitarian crisis at the U.S.-Mexico border, and college campuses are being used to house migrants. I mean, what we saw in New York, migrants were being housed at school gyms, and now because New York City can't handle the pressure of all these migrants arriving and looking for sanctuary. New York City is now sending migrants out to other communities. And, who could have thought that our country would be going through this? But here we are. Joe Biden is in the White House, and liberal leaders are running places like Chicago and New York, and they're making a mess. I mean, this is such a mess. I really don't have words to describe. So as I get more information, I will be sharing those with you on my YouTube channel, and I will be sharing my thoughts and opinions and comments. And if you have anything that you want to share, if you have comments, please comment below. On my YouTube channel, you can also visit tawsifanam.net. That's my website. You can also find me on social media. So stay connected with me. And Americans are going through a lot. I mean, this is a very challenging situation. And liberal leaders of places like New York and Chicago, I mean, let me tell you, these liberal leaders who are running Chicago and New York City, they are prioritizing foreign nationals over American citizens. They are taking money from American citizens and giving the money to the migrants in the form of, funding for housing and other basic services. And this is a scary situation, my friends. This is a scary situation. Our country is running out of money, and here we are giving money to foreign nationals. And in Chicago, there are American citizens who are homeless. There are American children who need healthcare services. There are American veterans who are at risk of homelessness or who are already homeless. And there are American individuals who are disabled, who have mental health needs. And what is the local government of Chicago doing? They are funding services for foreign nationals who crossed the U.S.-Mexico border and entered our country. Okay, I will end here, but there are lots of other things I want to talk about, and so I will be coming back with more videos. Thank you for staying connected. Please subscribe to my channel, and if you like this video, please share it on your social media accounts, and if you have any thoughts, please let me know.